Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, this is another problem where we can use the quadratic formula. Now they are asking us to use completing the square to determine the exact values for f, but it's a quadratic. So we're going to use the quadratic formula, and instead of getting 2 points for this question, we'll get one. Now later, I'm going to show you guys that if you want to try to get the other point, it's not that difficult. We're just going to work backwards from our solution to show it. All right. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to solve it how I want you guys to solve it. So again, just like we've done in all the other videos, we got to do the A, which is 1, the B, which is 10, the C, which is a negative 30, and then we're just going to put that in, and we're going to show the test makers or test graders that we know how to use the quadratic formula. Minus 4 times 1 times a negative 30. And then down here, we're just going to go 2 times 1. Boom, done. That's all we're doing here. Once we've done that, we're going to go grab the graphing calculator, and we're going to do what we've been doing. We're just going to graph it, find the minimum, and that's going to be our simplified exact value. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is it's going to be x squared plus 10x minus 30. And I'm going to do menu 4. And I'm just going to, I don't know what the graph looks like. Okay, so here's the graph. It's a quadratic. I zoomed out so I could see all of it. Now I'm just going to do menu 62, menu. And I can use this because remember, the other thing that you have to do is the leading coefficient has to be 1. And it is, so we don't have to do anything else. So look, if you look at this, so our minimum is a negative 5, 55, right? So all we're going to do is it's going to be x equals negative 5 plus or minus. We take the positive of this number, and we're done. Now, we can't simplify this because this is just 5 times 11. Both of these are prime numbers, so we can't do anything. But even if it wasn't reduced, we don't have to do anything. We could just leave it with the square root. That's all they want us to do. So this question is basically done. Now, if we put this in and we do this, we get 1 point. This is a 2-point question, so we get 50% just using what we already know, the quadratic formula. So let me finish this up by showing you guys how you would enter it. So you'd come here, you'd put a negative 5, and then you would put, well, I thought I was putting a negative 5. Negative 5. Hold on. Negative. What's happening? Why can't I enter anything here? What's going on? I'm trying to enter a negative 5 plus or minus square root of 55. That's what we got. We take this first part, the x part is the negative 5. This part here, we take the positive of this and we take the square root, whatever that number is, as long as it's not a decimal, we take the square root of it, and that's going to be our simplified form most of the time. So that's it. So we're going to go submit. Hold on. I think I have do I have yeah, I did. I had a decimal there that I didn't need. So I think I should be good now. All right, that's it. That's it, guys. So basically, we're going to use the quadratic formula just to show the test makers that we know how to use it, but we're not going to use it. We're going to be using the graphing calculator. We're going to find the minimum, and the minimum is going to give us the x part, the first part, the negative b over 2a part, and then the y. If we take the square root of whatever the y is, that's going to give us the plus or minus square root part. So that's all we're doing. And I think we can get all of these points, guys. I'm excited. Even for this completing the square, I'm going to show you guys how you can try to get those other points for completing the square too. But if we can just use the quadratic formula and get those points, I'll be very happy. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to post this one. I think I'm done tonight.